Welcome to the Girls Gone Sporty workouts. I'm Laura Williams, and today we've got two special audiences with us. So first, I want to say thank you to all the Girls Gone Sporty boot campers out there watching. This is week 2 of your boot camp program, and you're doing awesome. Today is your total body workout, and as you already know, this week is all about breaking boundaries, breaking barriers, and breaking away from all those things that hold you back. The second audience is our live audience. So I'm actually broadcasting this right now to our YouTube audience, doing it live, doing it along with you, so that everyone out there can get a little bit of a taste of what the Girls Gone Sporty boot camp is all about. Now, it may seem a little bit counterintuitive, but week 2 of our boot camp, the whole breaking boundaries, breaking barriers, and breaking away from those things that are holding you back, actually consists of the shortest workouts we're doing for the whole program. So today's workout is just 10 minutes long, the meat of the workout, and then we have a nice 10-minute stretch, and of course we're doing a 3-minute warm-up to start. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to some of the exercises we'll be doing today. Now, 2 things to let you know about this workout. It's both a pyramid workout and an AMRAP workout. So a pyramid workout, we're going to do a certain number of exercises. We're going to do each exercise for a certain number of repetitions. So we're going to start with 10 repetitions, and we're going to do all 4 exercises. Then we're going to do all 4 exercises for 9 repetitions, then 8 repetitions, then 7, all the way down to 1. We have 10 minutes to do this in. So the goal is to see how many rounds of a whole pyramid you can get through in 10 minutes. My goal is to get through the pyramid twice. So going from 10 all the way down to 1, and then working your way back up the pyramid from 1 all the way up to 10 again. If you can do more than that, you're a rock star, go for it. If you can't do 2 rounds, that's fine too. There are lots of options for this workout, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to the exercises right now. We only have 4 of them. So we have a burpee, and we have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced version. So beginners, we've done this before, especially if you're part of the boot camp program, you're familiar. Go down to the ground, step your feet out, step them back again, and stand up. That's 1 repetition. If you're an intermediate, I want you to place your hands on the ground. Hop your feet back so you're in a full plank. Hop your feet forward and stand up. Advanced, we're going to do the same thing, but you have 2 options. Here, you can add a push-up if you want after hopping your feet back, and then you jump up into the air and reach up into the sky, landing with soft knees, soft hips, soft ankles, protecting those joints. That's your burpee and your 3 options. Next, we have ski swings. If you're a beginner, I would encourage you not to use weights for this exercise. It's similar to a kettlebell swing or a dumbbell swing, but you're going to be holding dumbbells in both hands. Your legs are going to be close together, knees slightly bent. You're going to bend down, tilting backwards at the hips so that you're kind of in a ski-like position with your arms by your side. If you have dumbbells, they'll be in your hands. What you're doing, you're extending your knees and popping your hips forward like that, and as you do so, the dumbbells will naturally swing forward as well. So your ski swing ends up looking like this. If you're a beginner, start without weight or low weight. Intermediate and advanced, you can make it more difficult by adding more weight or even going faster if you have the movement down. So again, you're starting arms straight by your side. You're keeping your arms straight the whole time through the exercise. You're exploding upward, and you're just continuing to do the motion, not lifting with your arms, but popping forward, engaging your hips, your glutes, and your lower body primarily. Then we have our chest taps. Chest taps, again, boot campers, you've been here before. We're going to go down to the ground. Beginner version, you're on your knees in a knee push-up position. All you're doing is tapping your left shoulder with your right hand, your right shoulder with your left hand, and you're going to continue on like that. If you're intermediate, step your feet back. Full push-up position, making sure you're straight from heels to head. You're going to be tapping out. Same idea, but you're going to just be on your toes, keeping your hips low. Advanced. This one's a little different, so pay attention. Grab one of your dumbbells. You're going to go into that full push-up position. You're going to place the dumbbell on the outside of your left hand to start, and you're going to take your right hand, tap your left shoulder, your left hand, tap your right shoulder. Then you're going to reach across your body, grab your dumbbell, and transfer it to the other side. Same idea. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder, reach across, and transfer that dumbbell again. So it's just adding a little more core stability work and the strength of transferring that dumbbell back and forth. It's a mental task as well, remembering which arm to do at which point in time. Then we have sit-ups. These are pretty basic. You're going to roll down onto your back, heels on the ground. No one's holding your heels. Don't put them under furniture. And you're going to engage your core, trying to crunch your rib cage in towards your hips. And you're going to roll yourself up to seated, and roll yourself back down again. Slow, controlled motion. Doesn't have to be super slow. Does need to be controlled. Advanced. If you want to hold a dumbbell as you do this, by all means, do so. Beginner. If a sit-up just isn't feasible, keep it at a crunch, okay? So arms out, either across your chest, up at your sides, or behind your ears, not pulling on your neck, crunching those shoulder blades up off the ground, trying to get your rib cage, theoretically, down to your hips. So those are your 4 exercises. We've got a 3-minute warm-up here, then we're going to jump right into the exercises themselves. We've got 10 minutes again. We're starting with 10 repetitions of each exercise, and then we are going to work our way down from 10 repetitions all the way down to 1, and then trying to make it all the way back up again for our 10-minute workout. It's going to be hard. Try to stick with me. If you can't, go at whatever pace works for you. Form is way more important than how fast you go. And also, really think about the mental game here. Can you try to do intermediate? Can you try to do advanced? Always protecting yourself from injury. So that's a big important thing. So don't push yourself past what you can physically do, but always be asking yourself, am I really pushing myself? Can I really give more? So we're going to go ahead and get our 3-minute warm-up started. Starting with a nice simple jog. If I'm ready, you're ready. Let's get started. Nice simple jog in place, 30 seconds here. Then we have a lateral squat walk. Then we have a duck waddle, which boot campers, you've been here before, you know what we're doing. And then we've got an inchworm. Now, I know some people struggle with inchworms because of the shoulder, elbow, wrist conundrum. You don't have to do an inchworm. You can do a jog instead. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it to a lateral squat walk. Go down into a squat and just step it out while holding a low squat from side to side. You can choose the level of your squat. This is a warm-up. But if you can take it low, start getting those legs warm. That's a good thing. Good time to check your form too. You want to tip your hips back. You want your knees behind your toes, but in line with your toes. Now we're going to take it to a waddle. Same idea. Go down into a squat, and you're going to hold the squat, but waddle forward a few steps, and then waddle back a few steps. It's awkward. That's okay. We don't mind awkward here. It's kind of my specialty. No big deal. We have 30 seconds of inchworms starting in 5 seconds. All right, go ahead and roll yourself down. If you can't do inchworms, stick with the jog. Walk your hands out to a plank. Hold for a second. Walk yourself back, bending your knees as needed, and roll yourself to standing. We can usually get about 2 of these done in 30 seconds. Unless you're a lot shorter than me, you might be able to get 3 of them done. I'm tall. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more, get out to that plank, and we're gonna take it to our jog. We're just doing the same thing one more time through. Nice, easy jog. If a jog hurts you for any reason, walk it out, march it out, bring those knees up if you're marching it. We need to get our heart pumping, the blood flowing, preparing those muscles for action. All right, go ahead and take it to that lateral squat walk. If you can go a little deeper into your squat, go ahead and do it. This is not a butt to the ground type of squat, because you do still have to be able to move your legs underneath you. 10 seconds here. Then we'll be doing duck waddles. Nice job. Challenge yourself. All right, take it to those duck waddles. Down into your squat. Waddle yourself forward. Embrace the awkward. And waddle yourself back again. You don't have to get super low. It's just a warm-up. Challenge yourself. Tighten that core. Ask yourself if your form is good. And inchworms. Or a jog if you would rather do a jog. I would rather you sub-exercises where you need to protect your bones and joints and to prevent injuries, rather than trying to do whatever I'm doing just because I'm doing it. Your health is more important than copying any instructor out there. All right, that is your warm-up. We're going to take a couple seconds here. If you need to, go ahead and grab some water before we dive into the meat of the program. Like I said, we've got a 10-minute workout. It's as many rounds as possible of that pyramid. We have our 4 exercises. Remember, you have options for every exercise. I would like to encourage you to try working at a level more advanced than you've worked in the past. That said, the beauty of having options is that you can always adjust which level of intensity you're working at as you go. You can even adjust it exercise to exercise as you personally need to. So we're going to get started here in just 5 seconds with our burpees. I'm going to start with the advanced version and go. Remember, you can add a push-up. I'm not going to. So we're doing 10 of these. That's my third. That's 4, 5, 6. Watch your back. Don't let it flag. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, taking it to those ski swings. Pick up weights if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tipping those hips back. 8, 9, 10. Down to those chest taps. Remember, 10 total. So I'm going to be doing left tap, right tap, switching that weight over. Right tap, left tap, switching that weight over. Trying to keep your hips as steady as possible. So we're doing 10 total chest taps, so this is my last one. That's 10. And we have sit-ups. So go ahead, take it to the ground. If you can add weight, go ahead and add weight. You can hold the weight at your chest. You can hold it at your abdomen, your belly button. You can do crunches. You can ditch the weight. Lots of options. I'm at 5. That's 10. Same thing, we're doing 9 repetitions. I'm gonna take it to intermediate this time so you guys can follow along if you want. Down, hop the feet back, hop the feet forward, and stand. This is 7 for me. And 9. Doing those ski swings. Pick up weight if you can. Hips back, knees together. Using your hips, your lower body to initiate the swing. That's 8 and 9. Chest taps, I'm taking it to intermediate. No weight. So 10 total taps. Back straight, and 10. Whoops, 9 total taps. I did an extra one. Now we're down to sit-ups. 9 of them this time. Curl yourself up with your abs. And 9. All right, you're doing good. We're on 8 repetitions of each exercise this time. I'm gonna do beginner, so we're doing the step out burpees. Always make sure you're keeping that back straight at the lower plank position. Protecting the back is incredibly important. I've got 3 more of them here. Now ski swings, 8 of them. I'm gonna do it without weight, watching the form, popping those hips forward. Movement is not initiated from the arms. That's 8. Now we have our chest taps. I'll be doing them on my knees this time. 8 of them total. Straight line, head to toes, head to heels. And that's 8. 8 sit-ups. Things start getting faster at this point because you're doing fewer and fewer repetitions. And that's 6. If you want to do crunches, you can do crunches. And 8. We're down to 7. 7 burpees. I'm doing them advanced this time. Up into the air. Protecting that low back. Three more. That's 7. To the ski swings with weight for me this time. Tip those hips back. Torso stays straight and tall. Seven of them. And put those weights down. You can grab one weight if you're doing the advanced version here. That's 2 taps. That's 4. That's 6 and 7. So only 3 transfers that time. Doing sit-ups, 7 of them. And 7. All right, to those burpees again, 6 of them. I'm doing intermediate, so no jump at the top. Just 6. 6 swings. Focus the movement in your lower body. And we're down to 6 chest taps. Full plank for me, no weights. And 6 sit-ups. How you feeling? Hanging in there? We might not even make it through a full round. We only have 1.5 minutes left. All right, to 5. I'm doing beginner this time. Step it out and bring it back. Stand up. I've only got 2 more here. And to the swings. 5 of them. Pop those hips forward. Straighten those knees. Core tight. There's 5. Down to the beginner knee, chest taps. And 5 sit-ups or crunches. Can we make it through 5? And 5, down to 4, and 10 seconds to go. Nice work. Didn't even make it through a full pyramid. That's okay. Next time, as you get better, as you get stronger, you can keep working your way up and down that pyramid. So we're going to move right into our stretch. I hope you hang out with me. Stretching and flexibility are incredibly important. Go ahead and take one arm up over your head, grasp your elbow, and reach down your back. Pulling lightly just above your elbow. 30 seconds holding it here. You've earned it. It's just a 10-minute workout. Not too bad, right? Could be a lot worse. All right, switch arms. If you want to extend the workout, by all means, work your way all the way down that pyramid, or if you're going much faster than me, and I do want to emphasize, I am 6 feet tall. Some of these movements take me longer just because my body is longer. So if you're like, why is she so slow? Why isn't she keeping up with me? If you're going faster than me, awesome. Rock it out, man. Get it done. You've got this. So if you could have finished the whole thing in 10 minutes, more power to you. That is amazing. So just know, if you didn't, that's amazing too. What you did was right on and rocking. If you wanted to finish the whole pyramid, you could have gone ahead and finished the whole pyramid. Bring your other arm across your chest. I realize now that I didn't introduce that stretch before. Sorry, we're stretching out our shoulders here. Hope you copied, followed form. So you're grasping just below your elbow, bringing your arm across your body. Few more seconds here. We've got our quad stretch coming up next. All right, plant one foot. Look at a spot on the ground to help you with your balance. Reach behind you, same arm grasps just above the ankle of the same leg. You're gonna pull your ankle in towards your butt and try to get your knee to point down towards the ground. Really deep in this stretch here. For those of you who are in the boot camp program, this is the same workout or same stretch routine we did last week. So go ahead and switch legs. You will start to get familiar with it. We will be doing the same stretch routine for all our total body workout series. Because when it comes to total body, we cannot forget flexibility and how incredibly important it is. All right, we've got our hip flexor stretch up next. So we're gonna stand feet hip distance apart, step one leg forward, sink down into a slight lunge, and press your hips forward, tucking your tailbone under, trying to feel a nice stretch in the front of your back leg. Both feet can be on the ground, or you can lift your back heel just slightly up off the ground. Holding it steady here, we're doing our static stretches first, and then we're going to do a series of active stretches, followed by a few more static. All right, go ahead and switch legs. It's the same idea. Lunge, tilt your hips forward, tailbone under, trying to feel the stretch in the front of your back leg. We've got a forward fold next. Work on hamstring flexibility, working a little bit into the glutes and even the low back a bit. Bending your knees is just fine. So feet about hip distance apart. From a standing position, roll yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching your hands towards the ground, letting your head hang. Just hang out here. You can move your head around a little bit. If you need to bend your knees slightly to get your fingers closer to the ground, that's fine. Or you can just stop with your hands on your shins, wherever it is comfortable. All right, carefully roll yourself to standing, just reversing the movement, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, we are doing the same thing with a wide leg stance. So from a wide leg stance, go ahead, roll yourself down, allowing your neck to just hang so that you're looking down between your legs, reaching your arms down towards the ground. Your feet, your toes can be angled slightly outward, but not all the way out. Hang out here. If you can, reach your hands behind your feet. That is fine as well. Trying to challenge flexibility without going past any sort of point of pain. All right, so you're going to walk your hands over to your right leg. You're going to grasp the outside of your right leg if you can. If you can't, put your hands on your shins. Really focusing on the hamstring of your right leg here. Let your head hang low. Keeping an eye on the time for you so you don't have to. All right, walk your hands to center, pause for a second, and then walk over to the left side. Trying to keep your knees straight here for this one. Again, if you can't reach your hands all the way to your toes or your feet, by all means, leave them on your shins. It's more about what your flexibility is telling you can do today. You can even leave your hands on your thighs. Just don't put your hands on any direct joint. So not directly on your knee, not directly on your ankle. All right, walk your hands back to center and roll yourself to standing. We're moving into an active series. So if you have a mat, stand at the back of your mat, reach your arms up over your head, look up, and then go down into a forward Fold. You can bend your knees as needed. Walk your hands forward into a full plank position. Hold it here, and then carefully lower yourself to the ground. Untuck your toes. Take a deep breath. Look up and go into a cobra, pressing up with your triceps. As you look up towards the sky, if you can, go into an upward dog and pull those thighs up off the ground by all means, and lower yourself back to the ground. All right, from this position, tuck your toes. Press yourself up and turn those hips up to the sky. You're moving into a downward dog. This is not strictly a yoga class. We're just using some yoga poses as a way to get into some of these stretches. Tip your hips up towards the sky. Stretch down through your heels and walk the dog a little bit by bending each knee and pressing through the opposite calf, getting a little bit of a calf stretch. All right, from here, you're going to move forward into a plank position. You're going to walk your feet up to your hands. You're going to roll yourself up to standing, and we're going to go through the series one more time. So reach up and fold yourself down, hands on the ground. Step your feet back to a plank position. Lower yourself to the ground. Take a breath. Press up. Look up towards the sky. You're going to tuck your toes and press your hips up to the sky for a downward dog. Go ahead and walk out your calves just a little bit. Press those hips up one more time. Stretch through the top of your head, through your tailbone. All right, now you're going to walk your feet up to your hands. You're going to roll yourself back up to start. And then we're just going to go ahead and take a seat on your mat. We've got a few more stretches here. So you're going to bring your inside of your feet together, your soles of your feet together. You're going to bring those together. You're going to grasp just above your ankles with your hands. You're going to sit up straight and tall. And then you're going to lean your body forward, really not hunching or bending over, but really leaning your chest forward, trying to keep your torso straight and tall as possible. If you can even put those elbows on your thighs and press down a little bit to get further into the stretch. All right, just a couple more stretches here. We have a hip stretch, figure 4. So you're going to have your feet, soles on the ground. You're going to reach back behind you, place your palms on the ground. You're going to take your right foot, you're going to lift it up, you're going to cross it over your left thigh. If you need to extend your leg slightly to make this possible for you based on flexibility, that's completely fine. But try to bring your heel in as close to your body as you comfortably can. Your body should be forming a little bit of a 4 right here with your legs. So once you're in this position, press your chest forward, reaching your shoulders down from your ears so you don't want to be hunched or squunched. So lift up, look up, hold it here a couple more seconds. And release. All right, reset, other side. Same idea, cross your left foot over your right thigh, press your chest up, look up. You want to keep your torso nice, straight, and tall. You want your shoulders away from your ears. And you should be feeling the stretch on the outside of your hip, a little bit of your hamstring. Some deep breaths here. Next up is our final stretch. It's an easy spinal twist. It's probably the easiest spinal twist you can possibly do. So go ahead and roll yourself back to lying. Your feet should be flat on the ground, about hip distance apart, knees bent. And from this position, trying to keep your shoulders in contact with the ground, reach your arms out, palms down to either side, like forming a T. And then you're just going to roll your knees towards the ground on the right, keeping your shoulders steady, and just let them fall to the side in a controlled fashion. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in your spine, your low back. Just hold it here. It's fine if neither knee touches the ground, whatever your flexibility allows. Tighten your core and pull your knees back up. And then we're going to roll those knees to the opposite side again, keeping your shoulders flat on the ground as you do so. Try to relax your legs. Try not to hold anything up. It'll really help deepen the stretch. All right, we're going to do that once more to each side, just holding for a few seconds, just to really enjoy the twist. Bring your knees back to center. Tighten that core to prevent those shoulders from lifting up. Roll your knees to the right side. Back to center. And then your left side roll one last time. And back to center. All right, guys, roll yourself up to seated. I hope you had an awesome time today. I had a lot of fun. That's a 10-minute workout plus a nice 10-minute stretch. It's what your body needs. If you're part of the boot camp program, you know you have 2 more bonus workouts coming at you this week. If you're not, by all means, head over to girlsgonesporty.com, click on the store button, and know that you can start the boot camp program at any point in time. It's an awesome deal. You get access to 12 workouts for life, like forever. So they're set up in a particular way, beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels and options. We hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in today. And this week has been amazing. It's going to continue to be amazing. Continue to push your own boundaries and to challenge your own expectations.